Hello, hello. I'm Professor Solo. Grid layouts are rarely, if ever, a single decision. They are decisions inside decisions. Our page has structure. Inside that, sections have structure. Inside those, components have structure, and so on and so forth. Nested grids exist so that each layer can solve its own problem without inheriting complexity from the one above it. Through nesting, our grid layouts scale inward and out, composed into a really rich and powerful UI system. T.A. Watts, dive deep and show us how grids within grids can nest within each other copacetically.
All right, let's get something straight about how real web layouts are actually built. Spoiler alert, they're not one single grid. Nope, not even close. No, they're grids, all the way down. I mean, pages have structure, sections have structure, even tiny components have their own structure. And here's the one rule that makes it all work. A grid item can also be a grid container. So your main outer grid, that just handles the big page level stuff. Simple. But what about the stuff inside one of those regions? Well, that's where a new inner grid takes over, just for the content inside. So I know what you're thinking. Why not just use one giant grid for everything? Yeah, don't do that. That's a fast track to layouts that are just brittle. Instead, let nested grids keep each layer focused on its own job. It's cleaner. See, grid isn't a single layout you make. It's an entire system you use. So don't just build one grid. Your real job is to compose them.
Nested grids keep responsibility local. Outer grids handle layout. Inner grids handle content layout. When we compose grids, instead of stretching one too far, our layout stays flexible and changes stay contained. Next up, we'll look at layering and overlap, where grid adds depth, not just structure. Ready for the full-on deep and delicious walkthrough? From first grid to complex composed layouts? Treat yourself to the long-form CSS Grid Explainer on the WebDevTnT channel. P.S. Keep learning.